Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all good? I hope so. Y'all, listen, I know y'all probably have heard about this social experiment that Nikalie is doing over there on TikTok, where she's calling up the churches. She tells them that she has a 2-month-old baby. They ran out of formula, and that she's just trying to see if somebody can help her get some formula. A majority of the churches, I think I may have made it up to about 29, and I think the last count was like 9 told her yes from the last video that I saw. And it's not shocking, because you can just go off of how people talk, how they try to bring up religion and everything and throw Bible verses here or there, and they don't even know what they mean, because they're not studying the Bible to find themselves approved. They're just going out what pastor say, what pastor preached on Sunday. So it's not hard to believe that a majority of them said no, because a majority of them run like a business. They're not running the churches in the way of what would Jesus do. That's not what they're doing. She even called up CK Church, the one that got the hole put in his neck, and I think he about 6 feet under right now, unless they had him cremated. I don't know, because I don't know nothing about dude like that. But they called up his church, and that church said no. You had churches asking, are you a member of this church? Why does it matter? The church is supposed to help the people. It shouldn't matter if they're a member. It shouldn't matter what their denomination is. You are supposed to help the people who need it. One church even said, oh, well, we really don't do anything when it comes to kids. Not the pro-lifers. Not the ones who try to act like they really care about the baby in the womb. That's where it stopped. Because once the baby get out, y'all don't care. It's FTK when it comes to them kids. Then you want to ask her, well, have you tried this charity? Or have you called over there? And a couple of them, she told them, yeah, I tried that, but they told me to check with the churches. But the churches are saying they can't do it. She called Lakewood. Lakewood said, yeah, we can help, but we got to wait for approval. And she was like, well, how long would that take? They said maybe about 2-3 days, maybe a couple of weeks to get approval for a formula. Yeah. Most of her yeses came from the Muslim churches, the Buddhists, a couple of black churches, some Catholic churches. But these white ones, not so much. There was even a pastor who came out who was like, yeah, I like what she's doing, but at the same time, the churches have been getting scammed too. Y'all scamming the people in the church though. Because I know on Sundays that collection plate go around like twice, and then you walk around depending on what church you're going to, and you take tithes on Bible study night also. And the purpose of the tithes is to help the people who need it. And if you're not going to do that, you shouldn't be tax exempt. One church even tried to blame Biden. And I'm trying to figure out, why wasn't more people like the man in Appalachia who was like, well, we have a small church, we don't really have anything, but what do you need? And I think he called it flavor. Like, what's flavor of formula? He was willing to come out of his pocket. So for all the churches who were saying no, why wasn't it more people who answered that phone to say, I can help you? Tell me what you need and I can help you. It just goes to show that these people that always want to bring up religion and talk about how Christian they are fake. And y'all are never going to be able to outlive the saying where the people are saying that there is no hate like Christian love. Because for you to say no to get a can of formula for a 2-month-old baby that you can hear screaming in the background, even though it's like a audio, that still didn't move your heart enough to be like, if the church can't do it, I can do it. Yeah, that's interesting. But y'all get down in the comments and let me know if y'all saw any of her videos and what do you think about it. And I'll talk to y'all later.